Hello friends and welcome to Psychotyme Plays Transistor. This is a game from the creator of Bastion, and the team has really knocked it out of the park on this one. This game has honestly one of the most beautiful art styles and stories of any game I've seen in years, which is probably why it's up for so many awards. Oh well, let's get started.
Hey, Red. We're not gonna get away with this, are we? Come on, pull. There. Together again. Sort of.
And that would be our friend the Transistor.
Can't feel a thing.
Now, the game is pretty fun, and I'm gonna try to not talk over him if I can, but it's similar to Bastion in that he is always going to be talking, as you may have noticed. He comments on just about everything in this game. Like, well, he would comment on that, but that one doesn't
I
work.
don't think I can swim.
But yeah, he keeps a running commentary going, so me and him are going to be fighting to commentate over this game. I can already tell.
Found us already. They want you back, I bet.
But combat is all mine. Oh yes.
So do I.
Combat in this game is actually fairly simplistic, but it can be more complicated. I'm not good at it, so it's going to be simplistic whenever I'm doing it, but that's just because I'm too terrible to do anything too clever. Here we go. Let's move on into the next area. Maybe. Okay, guess not. And this is the game teaching you how to use the move planning system, which is handy, but I don't use it a whole lot if I can help it. It leaves you vulnerable way more than it actually helps, so. Ooh.
Ready.
Okay, this should do it. And I'll take that, thank you.
We're clear.
Alrighty. Now, I will say, although I really want you guys to watch the Let's Play of this game, anybody that has not played this game before, please do yourself the service of going out and buying it. Support Supergiant Games. They are an awesome developer,
We're on the edge of
and
town.
this game is just phenomenal. I mean, look at that. Look at that background. Like, every part of this game is so well made, it's unreal.
Still too close to it. We better get as far from there as possible.
Now that's some pretty skylights. Alright, and let's move into the next area now.
Come on.
Yup.
Block party up ahead.
You know, the art style of this game almost makes me think of Shadowrun to an extent. Like those old isometric view games, but that's okay, they were good too. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this, just because I have no intention of fighting anyone I don't have to. Oop, that should do it.
Get out of here.
And yeehaw. Didn't even have to take a swing.
She awake? Hi. You okay? I see. Sure. She wants to come along. We can use her.
And that is how you get new abilities in this game. Well, one of the ways. I'm not entirely certain about this game's
Fashion week not
setting, but it's almost like everyone is set inside of a
this time.
computer system. So these characters are dying, but whenever they die, it seems that you can absorb their memories or their personality into the transistor as a form of a weapon that can be used. And the main personality inside of the transistor is that guy that was stabbed in the alley.
Cover your
Which,
tracks.
don't really know a whole lot about him right now
It's not even
because
on the ballot.
Red's not really telling us what happened there. But that's explained too.
This time.
All things in time.
Where were we?
Now, oh yes. These things are kind of the throwaway enemies in the game. You can take them out without hardly paying any attention because they only take one hit to die from anything. So,
Gross.
this is just the game trying to get you used to combat. Which,
No problem.
as you can see, I'm already picking up my bad habits. I'm just going to spam one ability over and over again until the game is over. So yeah, break these to get by.
Hey,
And let's see what's up here.
it's you.
Ooh, this is actually another interesting area.
I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. But we took something of theirs. Hey, let's just go. Come on, just go. Just... yeah.
I kind of really like that moment where it's just her looking at her old self and he's just, you know, asking her to move on. It's a really kind of a touching moment of like him being there for her, but him also worrying about her because where she's currently at is not safe. And I fudged that. Okay, try it like this. This is what I'll probably be using turn planning for the most, which is just allowing me to collect as many of these things as possible in as short of a time period as possible. That way they don't have a chance to respawn as enemies, they don't become
I think I know the
bad
place
cells
we
or
can
any of that other stuff. Saves me a lot of heartache.
This didn't used to be here.
And I'm going to go ahead and skip the game giving you the explanation for this, because if you do, Transistor says something kind of amusing.
Oh, okay. That who I think it is.
So if you notice,
Mr. Moyle.
he kind of acted surprised that,
It's him,
well,
all right, but I can barely
you're,
hear him.
you're okay. He kind of acts surprised that you figured it out on your own, which is another part of this game having very interesting, kind of almost adaptive storytelling. It's kind of neat.
Come on, then, tough guy.
And this is a boss that I'm just going to cheese. I'll be using Jaunt a lot. Only problem with it is if you are touching a wall, you have a 50-50 chance of dashing or just like stopping like that, ow, and not moving at all. But it'll still save me more than it'll hurt me.
Damn right.
Probably. 50-50 on that one, really.
Where they belong.
Alright, and he is down. And now I get to pick an ability. I think I'm going to go with Bounce. Bounce makes a lot of abilities a lot more amusing.
Still
And this is where you upgrade. I try to hit every single one of these I pass just because sometimes they have little tidbits about how to play the game, little information bits. It's interesting. And let's upgrade Bounce onto Spark. That's going to make it so that whenever I fire out Spark, it'll hit, do an explosion, then ricochet off and do an explosion somewhere else. Which is
Just one
fun.
more block.
Oh yeah, that looks about right. Now, can't really go anywhere else. Everywhere else looks to be turning white and horrible, so
Okay,
let's go in
there's a-
here.
Wait.
Go to the next area. Oh, never mind. Yep. This game does the thing of you beat a boss, and whenever you walk into the next room, there's another one of those bosses waiting for you. Well, I say bosses, these are actually just very difficult enemies. You'll run across this guy a lot more over the course of the game, and as you level up, they become less difficult. Now this is showing you that this is not a standard version of this guy, it's an upgraded version, which means he has an ability that he will do in revert, or in response to whatever you do. His ability is, I think if you hit him while you are in your planning mode,
Here he comes.
sometimes just in general, he will go into like rage mode, like he's doing now, and I'm trying to get away, and I'm stuck on the wall, which is terrible. So I'm going to activate my ability and dash. Whee! This is another thing that I probably use planning for more than I should. I don't like to use planning to attack unless it is to secure a kill. I like to use it to juke out of the way of abilities. No, that doesn't feel right. No. Whatever. And let's not get hit anymore. Ow.
You still hear me?
Could you please? Okay, thank you. See, last time I played this, I had a different ability, I think, at this point, which I can't remember how I got it, so I'm throwing myself off by thinking I should be able to do something I'm not doing. Oh well. Let's get on the Tron bicycle. Oh, yes. And as we drive through this area, this should have another little touching moment.
And thanks for the lift. Hi. You turn left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there. You met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash. Look, whatever you're thinking, do me a favor. Don't let me go.
Oh, yeah. Gonna bring the fight to them, it looks like. So just gonna ride this bike all the way there. It'll be great. Or we'll crash the bike into a random piece of scenery.
Just 10 more blocks.
That's good too. Oh well. Either way, I'm gonna cut this one here, so I'll see you guys in the next episode, okay?